welcome back. It's Kayshali here if you're new here. Hi, I'm Kayshali. If you're not new here and you're back, hi, how's it going? It's Thursday. It's time for a book review. So we're going to be reviewing Leave Me Behind by K.M. Moronova. There are other books in the Dark Forces series, and they said this is a standalone, whereas there's two other ones that take 10 years prior to this one taking place. And now I want to read them because I would have loved to read those before I got to reading Leave Me Behind, because you guys know me and I like the backstory before I actually read the up-to-date present time type of thing. So yes, here we follow Nell, which they call Bunny, and Bradshaw, who is Bones. No one's supposed to know Bones' identity, so yeah. Also, we have Aaron, who is Bradshaw's brother. What we see going on is that Nell ends up on a plane and ends up between these two guys, which one of them is in her window seat. She doesn't complain, ends up tripping, and one of the guys grabs her and, prevent her from falling. Then she takes a seat. Well, she ends up sleeping with one of the guys. The next morning, guess who unit that she showed up to? Yeah, to the same unit where the guy that she slept with is at. And this makes their bonding experience kind of funky, but also it makes it work. I will say this happened so fast. This was open the book. It happened so freaking fast. That is centered around military. They'll say there's a bit of a sadist and machist. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Pain, resolving, and pleasure type of thing going on in this book. So if that's your thing, okay, pick it up. I will say I fucking love Bradshaw. His attitude and then bunnies clashing is great. To me, it was great. If I did 6 stars, this would be a 6-star for me. That's my opinion. Solely my opinion. But I enjoyed every second of this book. We do explore characters dealing with mental health. Specifically, PTSD is one of the things that is mentioned in this book. Do you see the characters experience episodes? The way that the twist happens and then the ending, fuck, it was so perfect. I giggled in some parts, and then I wanted to cry in others, and just how tight the squad was with each other definitely makes me think of certain people that I served with in the military. So I think those parts were really heartwarming, and definitely some parts brought tears to me. Oh my god, it was. Some parts were really sad. I feel if you read it, you understand why it was so sad. But yes, and then there's just something about how these characters worked together, but at the same time uncertainty as to what was happening, because all the pieces were not there at the time, and we don't get all the pieces obviously until towards 3/4 of the book. So I will say it picks up kind of fast, and then it's in a steady pace in the middle, and then it just skyrockets. So if you're into something like that, check it out. I enjoy this book so much. This is my 5-star book of 2026. I do have one for dark fantasy, but we can go into that another day. This is a dark romance episode. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this book. I cannot say I did not. The cover, can we like admire the cover for a little bit? With me, I was trying to like figure out where they were, how the background makes sense and everything. But once you like read it, then the mountains make sense. And it makes sense as to like the scope and the just the knife. It all makes sense once you read it. And then there'll be a few times in the book where Leave Me Behind is mentioned. So I do love when a book is like the book's cover is mentioned in the book itself. The art, don't get me started. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The art for the characters, like, this is how I picture them as I was reading. This is exactly how I was picturing them. So just having the art, it makes it so much, like, I don't know, I loved it. And then it does have a playlist, so you can, like, obviously you cannot like read all that, but there are some songs that you can listen to, which I'm going to actually check out today or tomorrow because I do like checking out the playlist that they have. And then they also have a content warning right here, so it lets you know things that are obviously being involved in the book, and that involves physical violence, explicit sex scenes, pain kink, blood play, morbid humor, explicit gore, death, explicit language, extreme bullying, harassment, sexual assault, non-con, dubcon, sexist behavior, war trauma, aspects of war, PTSD, mentions of rape and home invasion, and also murder. So all those things are taking place in this book. I actually enjoy this book. I will say, like, I wasn't expecting what happened to happen. Not like, I expected most of it, but there was one part that I was not expecting, and that kind of made it like exciting for the rest of the book. So I had a great time with this book. If you guys have read this book, let me know your thoughts on it. Give you everything that happens in this book. So that is all I'm going to say on it, because there is another book and it's called Bulletproof, and it's supposed to come out in April of this year. So I'm kind of excited to see where that falls into, you know, Leave Me Behind. But that is all I got on this video about Leave Me Behind. I truthfully enjoy this book, and I think that others will too. It might not be a 5-star for everyone, but it definitely, it was great. So like, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts, and if you guys have any other recommendation on books that you'd like me to check out. If not, well, it's officially starting to be the end of February. We only have 2 more days in this month, which means I will have a TBR video for you guys on Sunday. And after that, you might get a video from me reviewing something on the beach. So, that being said, thank you guys for sticking by. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.